the headline alone is enough to spark instant debate. Miley Cyrus bikini photos have once again ignited strong reactions, with critics calling them inappropriate even for adults and fans rushing to defend her right to self-expression. As with most things involving Miley, the conversation is loud, divided, and deeply tied to how the public has followed her evolution over the years. Miley Cyrus is not a stranger to controversy. From her early days as a child star to her transformation into a boundary-pushing pop icon, she has consistently challenged expectations. Those expectations, however, never seem to disappear. Instead, they follow her into every new phase, shaping how people react to even the simplest images, like a set of bikini photos. What makes these photos such a talking point isn't just what she's wearing, but what people think she represents. For some viewers, the images feel deliberately provocative, pushing comfort zones and testing social limits. For others, they're simply a confident adult woman enjoying her body and freedom without apology. The clash between these viewpoints is where the outrage is born. A major factor in the backlash is Miley's past. Because millions watched her grow up in the public eye, many still unconsciously associate her with a more innocent image. When that image clashes with bold self-expression, discomfort follows. The photos become less about fashion or setting and more about unresolved expectations that audiences continue to project onto her. Social media amplifies everything. A single image quickly turns into a viral debate, with captions and headlines designed to provoke strong reactions. Words like inappropriate and must-watch fuel emotional responses, often before people stop to consider context. In this environment, nuance is usually the first thing to disappear. Supporters argue that labeling the photos as inappropriate says more about the audience than about Miley herself. They point out that confidence and self-ownership are often misinterpreted as provocation, especially when they come from women who refuse to conform to traditional standards. From this perspective, the outrage feels outdated, rooted in discomfort rather than genuine concern. Critics, on the other hand, argue that public figures influence culture and that pushing boundaries comes with responsibility. For them, the issue isn't freedom, but the feeling that certain images are intentionally designed to shock. This tension, between freedom of expression and public responsibility, has followed Miley Cyrus throughout her career. What's undeniable is that Miley understands the power of imagery. Whether intentional or not, her photos spark conversation, and that conversation keeps her at the center of cultural relevance. She doesn't shy away from reactions, instead, she seems to accept them as part of being unapologetically herself. In the end, calling these bikini photos inappropriate even for adults reveals how subjective appropriateness really is. What one person finds offensive, another sees as empowering. Miley Cyrus continues to exist right at that intersection, forcing people to confront their own boundaries and beliefs. The real story isn't just about a bikini, it's about control, perception, and the ongoing struggle between public expectation and personal freedom. And as long as Miley keeps choosing authenticity over approval, debates like this aren't going anywhere.